Something is pulling us. Our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, along with 100,000 other galaxies in our cosmic neighborhood, is being dragged across the universe at over 2 million kilometers per hour. We are not drifting aimlessly in the expanding cosmos. We are being actively summoned, pulled by an invisible tether towards a specific point in space we cannot clearly see. It is hidden behind the dense dust, gas, and blinding light of our own galactic plane, a cosmic mystery known only as the Great Attractor. This is not a gentle tug. It is an irresistible force, a current in the river of space-time that has taken hold of our galactic supercluster and is dictating our ultimate destination. For decades, we have stared in the direction of this anomaly, aware of its colossal influence, but blind to its true form. It is a gravitational leviathan, lurking in the dark waters of the cosmos, and its summons is one we are powerless to refuse. Every second, we are drawn closer to it, passengers on a ship we cannot steer, heading towards a mystery that has profound implications for the structure and fate of our corner of the universe. The journey is not a choice, it is our destiny. The discovery of this motion was a shock to our cosmic perspective. We learned it not by looking at the galaxies themselves, but by studying the oldest light in the universe, the cosmic microwave background. This faint afterglow of the Big Bang permeates all of space and should be almost perfectly uniform in temperature. Yet it is not. On one side of our sky, the background radiation is slightly warmer, its light glue-shifted. On the opposite side, it is slightly cooler, its light red-shifted. This is the unmistakable signature of the Doppler effect, the same phenomenon that changes the pitch of a passing siren. It is undeniable proof that we are in motion. The entire local group of galaxies, including the Milky Way and Andromeda, is hurtling through space. When we expanded our view, we saw that our neighbors in the Virgo supercluster were also making the same journey. A vast region of space, spanning hundreds of millions of light years and containing tens of thousands of galaxies, is moving in lockstep, a great migration toward a single, unseen point. The sheer mass required to exert such a gravitational pull is almost incomprehensible, equivalent to quadrillions of suns, or thousands of galaxies like our own, and it all lay hidden in the one direction we struggled to see. The reason for this immense mystery is a region of our sky known as the zone of avoidance. This is not a physical place, but an optical obstruction created by our own galaxy. When we look towards the Great Attractor, our line of sight is forced to pass directly through the dense, crowded plane of the Milky Way. This plane is thick with gas, interstellar dust, and countless stars, all of which block and scatter the light from whatever lies beyond. It is like trying to see a distant mountain range while standing in the middle of a thick, dark forest. For decades, this stellar fog made it impossible to map the region and identify the source of the pull. This obstruction fueled speculation and turned the Great Attractor into a near-mythical object. Was it a single, unimaginably massive galaxy, a cosmic titan hidden from view? Was it a bizarre flaw in our understanding of gravity, an anomaly in space-time itself? Or was it something else entirely, a vast filament of dark matter of unprecedented density, invisible to our telescopes, but possessing a gravitational pull that could command 100,000 galaxies? The mystery of the Great Attractor was not just about what it was, but why we could not see the thing that so powerfully controlled our fate. To solve the puzzle, astronomers had to find a way to peer through the veil. While visible light is easily blocked by dust, other wavelengths are not. Using powerful radio telescopes and X-ray observatories, scientists began the painstaking process of charting this hidden zone. Radio waves could penetrate the clouds of gas, detecting the faint hiss of hydrogen from distant galaxies. X-rays could reveal the superheated gas trapped within massive clusters of galaxies, signatures of immense gravitational wells. Slowly, painstakingly, a map began to emerge from the darkness. They found galaxies, thousands of them, where before there was only blackness. The most significant of these was the Norma cluster, a rich and massive cluster of galaxies sitting almost exactly in the direction of the Great Attractor. For a moment, It seemed the mystery was solved. Here was a huge concentration of mass, perfectly positioned. But when they calculated its gravitational pull, it was not enough. The Norma cluster was a significant part of the puzzle, a major contributor to the pull, but it could only account for a fraction of our total velocity. The true source of the summons was larger and more complex than a single cluster of galaxies. This cosmic current is pulling us towards an unknown destination, revealing that our place in the universe is far more dynamic than we ever thought. If you want to be on board for the entire journey, to explore every cosmic anomaly and newly discovered structure with us, make sure you are subscribed to CosmoQuest 888 and have clicked the bell icon. You will get a front row seat to the greatest mysteries in the universe as we uncover them, one piece at a time. Your support helps us continue the voyage into the unknown. The true nature of the Great Attractor began to reveal itself not as a single object, but as a place. It is not a thing, but a gravitational center, a broad valley in the landscape of space-time that is hundreds of millions of light-years across. The Norma cluster sits at its heart, like a city at the bottom of a vast basin, but the basin itself is the true attractor. All the matter in the surrounding region, including our own Milky Way, is flowing downhill into this gravitational depression. It is a subtle but profound shift in understanding. We are not being reeled in by a cosmic monster. We are simply following the path of least resistance, rolling down a gentle, continent-sized slope in the fabric of the universe. This understanding led to an even bigger revelation, one that redrew our entire cosmic address and redefined what we consider home. We were not just being pulled to the Great Attractor. We were already a part of the structure that it anchored. That structure is the Laniakea supercluster. In Hawaiian, Laniakea means immense heaven, a fitting name for a colossal structure that contains our galaxy and 100,000 others. Superclusters are the largest known structures in the universe, and their boundaries are defined by gravity. Laniakea's boundary is the line where the gravitational pull of our region of space overpowers the pull of neighboring structures. Every galaxy inside this boundary, by definition, is flowing towards a common center of gravity. That center is the Great Attractor. This reframes the entire mystery in a spectacular way. We are not being dragged by an external force. We are part of Laniakea. We are an integral piece of this immense heavenly structure, and our motion is part of its internal dynamics. Our 2 million km/h velocity is simply our local current within this vast, interconnected cosmic river of galaxies. The mystery of what was pulling us was solved by realizing we were living inside the answer all along. But the story does not end there. Just as we discovered our place within the grand structure of Laniakea, we found a new, even larger mystery. When we mapped the motion of Laniakea itself, we found that the entire supercluster, all 100,000 galaxies, the Great Attractor included, is also moving. Our whole cosmic continent is adrift, being pulled by an even larger, more distant concentration of mass. On the horizon, far beyond the Great Attractor, lies the Shapley supercluster. Shapley is the largest confirmed concentration of galaxies in our local universe, a truly gargantuan collection of matter, containing the mass of more than 10 million billion suns. It is so massive that its gravitational pull is felt across billions of light years. The cosmic river of Laniakea is itself just a tributary, flowing into an even larger cosmic ocean, and the Shapley supercluster is the dominant current in that ocean. Our journey is not just a slide into the valley of the Great Attractor. It is part of a much grander flow across the cosmos, toward the even greater mass of Shapley. This entire architecture, from the smallest galaxies to the superclusters, is built upon an invisible scaffolding. The universe on its largest scales is not random. It is organized into a structure known as the cosmic web. This web is composed of vast, interconnected filaments of dark matter, the unseen substance that makes up most of the matter in the universe. Where these filaments intersect, they create dense nodes. And it is in these nodes that superclusters like Laniakea and Shapley form. The galaxies we see are just the luminous froth on the waves of a much larger, invisible ocean of dark matter. The Great Attractor and the pull from the Shapley supercluster are simply the most prominent gravitational features in our section of this web. Our journey is not through empty space, but along a preordained highway in this invisible, underlying structure that governs the fate of everything we can see. We are following the contours of a dark matter landscape that was laid down billions of years ago. Our motion, then, is a fundamental truth of our existence. We are not static observers of a clockwork universe, but active participants in a cosmic dance whose full choreography is still being revealed to us. We thought we were solving the mystery of the Great Attractor, but instead, we just uncovered a series of larger questions about the structure, flow, and ultimate destiny of the entire cosmos. Our journey across the universe is not a choice, it is an inheritance, written into the very fabric of space-time by the distribution of matter and dark matter. We are being pulled, forever falling toward a future we can map but never fully comprehend, part of a grand cosmic cascade that began with the Big Bang and will only end when the universe itself does. The summons continues, and so does our journey into the heart of the immense heaven we call home.